So welcome back to another Mr. B Tutorials video. This time we are going to be doing an easy to use calculator on Excel. So we'll be exploring how to use addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, as well as using a few of the Excel's functions such as median, mode, and average. We'll be beginning our video off with how to utilize the addition in Excel for column D that we'll be using. In cell D5, we'll go ahead and enter 1. In cell D6, we'll go ahead and enter 1. We'll go ahead and equals. You can also do the sum, but we're just going to be selecting the cell itself, so D5 plus D6. Don't forget to hit the return after that, and it should equal 2, which it does. In our next column, column E, we'll be utilizing subtraction. So for cell E5, we're not going to do 1 and 1 like we always do for addition. We're going to hit 2. For cell E5, we'll go ahead and do 1 for cell E6, and then this time around we'll go ahead and hit the equals button, and then we'll go ahead and select cell E5, and then we'll go ahead and hit the subtraction sign on the keyboard, and then select cell E6, which that should give us 1, which it does. So for our next column, we're going to be utilizing the F column. For this one, we are going to be utilizing multiplication. So for cell F5, we'll be using 2. For cell F6, we'll be using 2. And then for this time around, we'll be using equals, and then selecting cell F5. Don't forget to type the asterisk for multiplication, and then we'll go ahead and select cell F6, and then we will hit return, and it should equal 4, which it does. So for our next column over, we'll be using division within Excel. For this cell G5, we're going to be using number 4. And then for cell G6, we're going to be using 2. And then for cell G7, we're going to hit the equals button. We're going to select our cell G5. For this one, don't forget to hit the slash button, because that'll be our way that we can divide. So G5 will be our numerator, and then G6 will be our denominator. Our numerator is 4, our denominator is 2, and once we hit the return button, it should equal 2, which it does. Within Excel, we can also use different functions to calculate different things. This time around, we'll be utilizing the median function. So we're going to hit the equals, and then we're going to be typing in median, and then don't forget to put the parentheses, and then we are going to be selecting the totals that we came out with today for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So we'll be selecting cell D7 and going all the way across the row, selecting cell E7, F7, and G7. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. And don't forget to close that parenthesis. And then after that, don't forget to hit that return button. And for our median, we have 2. So for our next function we're going to be using in Excel, is the mode function, or otherwise known as most often, is how I remember it in school. So the mode function works similarly as median. We'll go ahead and type equals, and then we will type in MODE, otherwise mode, and don't forget to put that parentheses. And then we are going to be selecting our same row that we did last time for our median. So we'll go ahead and select cell D7 and slide it all the way over to cell G7. And don't forget to close that parentheses at the end and hit the return. And it should equal 2. Which it does. So the next function that we will be utilizing in Excel is going to be the average function. So we will be typing in average for cell E11. And then in F11, we will be hitting equals and then typing in average. Don't forget to use those parentheses. And then we will be selecting the same row that we have been working with throughout the median and mode. So we'll be selecting cells D7 and selecting all the way through cell G7. Don't forget to close those parentheses back up. Once that is done, don't forget to hit that return button, and we should get 2.25, which we do. So those are just 3 of the different functions that we will be utilizing today with our calculator. I know we can definitely go ahead and utilize a few more functions, but we'll go ahead and save that for another video. For the remainder of the video, we will just be plugging in numbers and seeing basically what we get, just trying out what we have for our calculator, since we have our calculator now, and seeing what the median, mode, and average are, as well as the different totals when we input different numbers to them. So let's go ahead and do first up, change one of our addition numbers. You can basically select whatever you wish and everything. This time around it's 4. So we did have that once we did switch it to 4, the mode did state NA. That is due to the fact that we didn't have a repeat number or a most often number. So that would be correct. But again, we will be inputting different numbers throughout the calculator. Lastly, I just want to thank everyone for watching this Mr. B Tutorials video. And as always, everyone, be well, and Mr. B is out. Until next time.